Hey everyone, it's Ree from Untamed Outlaws. So I'm bringing you guys our next recap video. This time we were taking against a Vietnamese clan. I wasn't even going to try to pronounce their name. The guys were kind of making fun of me a little bit about that. So we beat them by 6 stars. This is what they did to us. 2-starred pretty much everything near the top. Let's see, they got one, that's a 3-star on number 8 on our Town Hall 9. And a 3-star on Jay, who's our lowest Town Hall 9. Otherwise, it was all 2 stars there. And then this is what we did. So 2 stars on both of the Town Hall 10s, and then we left just those 2 Town Hall 9s on the map to clean up. And everything else was all 3-starred. So the first one that I'm going to show you here is, the reason that I'm showing you this one is because BaMa does a really good job with his heal spells, and so, or spells in general. So I wanted to show you that and then give you an example of why it's so important. So he's just doing a Go Vaho, opens it up there with some quakes to get a nice open area of the base, and then starts his golems with his funnel. Times it so his wallies go in before that mortar would hit them. And then once he gets the funnel going, drops the 2 heroes, some whiz, and then he's going to shoot in his Valks. So he already dropped the rage right there. So that way, as soon as the Valks went in, they would just shoot right into the rage and go off. One of the things that I've been noticing is that people forget how fast the Valks are. You have to place your heals or any of your spells ahead of them, because if you do it behind, they're just going to go through it and you're wasting the whole point of the spell. So he does the same thing with his hogs. As you can see, that one, he placed it where they're going to be walking into it, not where they already are. And you'll see it, he's going to do it again with his last one. Just like that. So that way they get the full value of the spell, instead of, okay, it heals them up real quick and then they move on and they're out of it and the spell is actually still working. So that was the main reason I wanted to show you that one. Also, it is a 3-star, but I expect him to 3-star when he's a Town Hall 10 hitting a Town Hall 9. If he didn't, we would have a little more to say to him about that. So let me show you. So I showed you that. So now I want to show you an example of what not to do or why it makes a difference. And I'm going to show you, this is Burger's second hit. He doesn't know I'm using him as an example, but I'm sure he'll be okay with it. So this base number 6 actually was hit, I think it was either 6 or 8 times before BaMa actually had to come down and 3-star it. So this one gave us a lot of trouble in general. But after he pulled the CC down, he's doing his standard kill. Try to get through some of this just so you can see the spells, because that's the main reason I'm showing you this one. Okay, so as Valks go in, they're barely even in, and I'm going to pause it. Right there, he drops a heal. First of all, it's outside of the base a little bit. They're going to walk right in there through it. They are only getting hit right here by this Wiz Tower and by this Archer Tower. And then he's dropping his jump, as you can see, kind of hanging in the sky. And they're just going to go right through it. So this whole heal spell is completely wasted. Because boom, Archer's out, boom, Wiz is out, and they are out of the heal. Now they're in the core, getting hit by Teslas, Expos, Wiz Towers. I mean, the Valks, look, they're almost dead. He's got 2 left. Oh, and now they're dead. So that's kind of just an example to show you guys. If he would have jumped into the core and then put his heal spell in the core, he would have gotten a lot more value, and his Valks would probably still be up right now. Now, he had just some bad luck and hit the double bombs over there and made bacon. But that was really just what I wanted to show you, is just really pay attention to where you're placing your spells and how they're working for you. And especially with the Valks, is you have to do it ahead of where they're going. So that is my little lesson for the day. And we will just move on to watching some of the attacks. So surprisingly, I'm actually going to show myself. And the reason that I'm doing this is because I did a Go La Loon. And I like to show stuff that's different. And I am a big fan of Go La Loon. I will use it whenever the expos are set to ground, if I can. And my goal was to get these two air defenses down, and the Queen and the CC. So I used Quake to open up, because then both those air defenses are right there, easily accessible. I had a bonus because a Tesla was in there too, and that's always good to get when you're taking loons. So my king decided to take a little stroll, and that was the only bad thing or mistake that I made, is normally I would have liked him to go in there too. But my queen was able to take care of it. And so I went ahead and started my deployment. That is one thing that can kill you in an attack like this, is it takes a little more time. And people can get too focused watching their kill squad and afraid, uh-oh, it's not going to get an air defense, or I'm not going to get that queen. And so they're waiting before they start to deploy, and then it's too late and they run out of time. So and what I did is I do 2 or 3 loons all around on the defenses to go in behind. You know, it's better to try not to clump them up too much. That heal spell was actually meant for my king if he would have went in, because I like to, when he starts to get low and you use his ability, if you drop the heal spell with all the barbarians, they do a lot of work. But since the king went around, I just saved it in case the loons needed it for something. If a Tesla was hitting them, or a whiz tower or something that was causing a lot of damage to them. So the rest is just cleanup, so I will just go ahead and speed this up. It's unfortunate when a hound doesn't pop, just because at the end and they're so slow, but I did have enough time on this one, so it was okay. Okay, so I am going to show Jay, since he got a 3-star, going up 2 spots. This was even, I believe, a cleanup attack for him, but just give him a little bit of redemption after I used him and laughed at him in the last video to show this. So he did a perfect drop on the Quake there and was able to get all of those walls open, so all he had to do now was send some wallies in for this wall right here. So there's a lot of junk down there, so a lot of stuff to clean up to create the funnel. But luckily the defenses weren't really hitting the whiz, so he could clean it up and get in there. So once everything starts going in, drops all of his Valks in, the 2 heroes. Rage the king a little bit early there, but sometimes that happens. He did a heal right there. Perfect heal, Jay. Same with that heal. He was really patient on it. He was actually more patient than I probably would have been. When I first was watching this, I was thinking, heal the hogs, heal the hogs. He might have been trying to swag a heal, though, to show us that he knew what he was doing, and then at the last minute he realized he couldn't do it. So, look at all those troops that are left. Both heroes still up, even though his queen is only level 5. That's when you know you totally wrecked a base and had no problem at all, is when you see that many troops and both heroes going around to clean it up. So well done, Jay. Okay, let me see where I wanted to go here. Oh, Huck. Huck will be happy to see that I'm featuring him. He's someone that we've been helping quite a bit to try to get this Go-Ho down. So I just wanted to show it real quick because he's only using level 3 hogs. So he did his CC pull and then is bringing him down to where this elixir pump is, which was perfect just to put a minion on that and have them drop down. Sorry about the notifications, guys. Sometimes I forget and things pop up. Nothing I can do about it. So that was an easy kill for him. Dropped his golems in and then trying to get everything broken up there. Went ahead and killed those skeletons right now, which was good. Sometimes people forget about the skeletons. They start chasing your hogs and you're too focused on what's going on and don't even realize they're slowly taking your hogs out. So we had a couple whiz that didn't come out completely. It's really important if you can to try to count the CC troops. I know sometimes people put lots of things in there and then you think they're all out and they're not, and then that can get you in trouble. So Huck rushes his heals a little bit. It's something that we're working on with him, but he is worried because his hogs are only level 3, so he doesn't want them to die. So he could have waited just a little bit longer on that one and on that one. Same with the placement. Half of his heal is outside of the base. He would have been better off if he dropped it more towards where that whiz tower was. But he's still okay. He's still going to make it. So Huck chooses to take a P.E.K.K.A. in the CC, and we try to get him to go in with his kill squad, but sometimes it just doesn't happen with the small kill squad and the golems getting stuck banging on the walls. But it works out because if it doesn't, then you got a max P.E.K.K.A. just going around the outside and cleaning things up. So overall, this was a good attack by Huck. I just wanted to show it, give him a little confidence boost that he is definitely getting there, and to show what the level 3 hogs can do for people. So the last one that I'm going to show you is, again, Pat, Town Hall 7 was taken on a Town Hall 8. And I just want to keep letting people know, well, granted this is Town Hall 8, I mean, look at those archer towers, but it's still a Town Hall 8. So just wanted to show people that you can do ground attacks and it doesn't have to be giant healers at Town Hall 7. You can start using hogs then, and so you're familiar with their pathing, what they're capable of, and just in general the attack plan for them. So it's the same thing like he did. He drew the CC over to the corner, killed it with the whiz, sent the giants in, whiz behind it. This definitely is a really low Town Hall 8. I didn't realize that when I first watched it, but it was still a good attack, so that's okay. Got lucky there because they did have a double bomb placement, but only one of the hogs was over there. So you see what I was saying with the heal spells is he did the same thing. He watched where the hogs were going to go, and that's where he dropped his spell. Not where they already were or not where they currently were, but where he knew that they were going to go to next. Some of that is just getting more confident in your troops. That's why what I was saying earlier with the Valks is some people just may not quite be used to the Valks and their speed yet to realize how their spells should be placed. But it's the same thing with the hogs, with any of the troops really, to know where they're going to go. That way you get the most value out of the spell. So this one's all done, and he had And he swagged his heel. Okay, guys, that's all I got for you today. I'm going to try to get this uploaded, and we will just see you at the next recap video. We got our current war going on now. It's going to start here this afternoon, and that will be it. Thank you.